Hey there, science fans! Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of mind-bending concepts and paradoxes. Bill Nye here, ready to tackle a real head-scratcher, the catch-22 paradox. This is one of those fascinating ideas that has puzzled thinkers for decades. You know those situations where you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and there's no way out? It's like being in a maze with no exit. That's catch-22 in a nutshell. It's a situation where you're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. It's all about rules and regulations that contradict themselves, leaving you feeling like you're in a logic pretzel. Imagine trying to untangle a knot that just keeps getting tighter. But don't worry, we'll unravel this together. We'll break it down step by step so you can understand why it's so tricky. We'll explore what makes catch-22 so baffling, and use some real-life examples to illustrate its perplexing nature. From literature to everyday life, this paradox pops up in the most unexpected places. Get ready to flex those brain muscles because things are about to get paradoxical. We'll dive deep into the origins of catch-22, its impact on culture, and how it continues to influence our thinking today. So grab your thinking caps, maybe a notebook, and let's embark on this intellectual adventure together. By the end of this, you'll be a catch-22 expert. Ready? Let's get started and see if we can untangle this paradox once and for all. Stay curious, and let's dive in. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of catch-22, let's talk about paradoxes. A paradox is a statement or situation that seems to contradict itself, but might actually hold some truth. It's like trying to walk north and south at the same time. Confusing, right? Paradoxes often play with logic and language, challenging our usual way of thinking. They force us to question our assumptions and look at things from different angles. Think of it like a mental workout for your brain. The term catch-22 comes from Joseph Heller's famous novel of the same name. This novel has become a cultural touchstone, representing the absurdity and contradictions found in bureaucratic systems. The story follows Yossarian, a bombardier in World War II, who's desperate to get out of flying dangerous missions. Each mission he flies increases his chances of not returning, and the stress is taking a toll on him. Here's the kicker. The only way to be grounded for insanity is to request it. This seems like a straightforward solution, but there's a twist. But requesting to be grounded proves you're sane because you clearly don't want to fly dangerous missions. See the paradox? Yossarian is trapped. The very act of trying to escape the danger confirms his sanity, making him ineligible for grounding. He can't escape the missions because requesting to be grounded means he's sane enough to fly. This creates a never-ending loop of logic that keeps him stuck in a dangerous situation. It's a classic catch-22 situation, highlighting the absurdity of illogical rules. The term has since been used to describe any no-win situation where the solution is impossible due to contradictory constraints. Yossarian's dilemma is a powerful commentary on the nature of bureaucracy and the often irrational rules that govern our lives. It forces us to question the systems we are part of and the logic behind them. In the end, Yossarian's struggle is not just about escaping missions, but about finding a way to reclaim his own sanity and humanity in a world that seems determined to strip them away. Catch-22 remains a timeless exploration of the human condition, resonating with anyone who has ever felt trapped by the absurdities of life. Catch-22 situations aren't just confined to war novels. They are a part of our everyday reality, lurking in the most unexpected places. We encounter them in our daily lives more often than we realize. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, these paradoxical dilemmas can pop up at any time. Ever been told you need job experience to get a job, but you can't get experience without a job? It's a classic catch-22 that many of us face when entering the workforce. That's catch-22 rearing its perplexing head again. It leaves us scratching our heads, wondering how to break free from this vicious cycle. Or how about this? You need to borrow money to start a business, but no one will lend you money until you have a successful business. It's a conundrum that stifles innovation and entrepreneurship. The frustration of being denied a loan because you don't have a proven track record can be disheartening. It feels like the system is set up to keep you from succeeding. It's a frustrating cycle that can feel impossible to break. The stress and anxiety it causes can be overwhelming, making it hard to see a way out. These real-life examples show how catch-22 situations can create unfair barriers and leave us feeling powerless. They trap us in a loop of frustration and helplessness, making it seem like there's no way forward. But remember, every problem has a solution. By thinking creatively and seeking support, we can find ways to navigate these tricky situations. It might not be easy, but with perseverance and determination, we can break free from the catch-22s in our lives.